Their on-screen chemistry was so strong that many suspected the two to be an actual relationship.
Bro, I swear. I literally was saying that like the chemistry was too good. It's your time, it's his time, it's Van's time. Van's time to shine, your time to shine too. Yes, you. And back at it again like I never left. I'm never gonna leave. Y'all always gonna see these videos, man. So we got why Martin ended and is it coming back? Martin is in my top 5 favorite shows of all time. It's like I really don't even have to go to like the show is self-explanatory. What's understood doesn't have to be explained, right? Comment down your top 5 favorite shows and where you rank Martin as a TV show and as a black sitcom at that. You know what I'm saying? Just comment that, just spam the comment section right now where you rank Martin. I already know like a little bit of a backstory on why it ended, but I never really dug deep and tried to really find out why. I do know a couple stories, couple of cases, but now we about to really see what was going on. Hopefully this video is factual though. Let's get it.
From the years of 1992 to 1997, a sitcom like no other brought a fresh brand of comedy to the forefront. The show's cast will reflect the cool kids of a generation, influenced by hip-hop, everyday life, and style. At the center of the show stood an explosive comedian in his prime who possessed everything from comedic timing, physical comedy, character work, and a raw energy that left viewers glued to their screens every week. That show was none other than Martin, a show that many consider as one of the greatest sitcoms in American television history. Martin had it all. Original storylines, unpredictable moments, cast chemistry like no other, and most
the only thing Martin could have left out, like here's the thing. There was just too many characters sometimes like that Martin played. Like there were certain like Roscoe, cool. Shanae, that was weird, but I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. Shanae was funny. Like having that was funny. And who else? And the cop. But the sensei fake ass karate dude and the dude who tried to fix Martin's car that one time, and then the light skinned Martin, like there was a couple of characters they could have left out. That's the only thing I say about Martin. But Martin was hilarious.
Importantly showed an honest depiction of a young black generation who strive for careers and relationship goals.
Facts.
But despite having a winning formula, Martin would unfortunately end after its 5th season on Fox. The pressures of Hollywood and the unfortunate side of fame looks to have played a factor. Here's why Martin came to an end.
All right, let's
1992, a year that a then 27-year-old Martin made as his official breakout season. The stand-up comedian from D.C. was finally getting the chance to showcase his talent on several platforms that year. Now, years before that, audiences may not have noticed a young Lawrence quietly rising in the ranks. From an appearance on Star Search to a quick moment on the TV show What's Happening Now, movie Do the Right Thing.
Obviously, I wasn't alive for most of this shit, but I've seen certain movies before Martin. That's why I'm bopping my head like that.
Thing and House Party. 92 is when it seemed like Lawrence's hard work would align. On July 1st, 1992, 2 things in particular happened. Martin's cult classic film Boomerang starring Eddie Murphy would hit theaters, and the very first episode of the stand-up comedy series Def Comedy Jam with Lawrence as his host premiered on HBO. During episodes of Def Comedy Jam, Martin's energy and fearless antics will be showcased in front of a live audience. The stage was Martin's domain. He knew it, and everyone else did. Now, behind the scenes, it seems that more was in the works for Lawrence as HBO realized they had a star on their hands. While on the set of House Party 2, friend of Lawrence, Bentley Kyle Evans, would stop by and present a series of scripts for Lawrence to read. According to a 2014 interview with Evans, Martin previously gave Evans the heads up that HBO was looking to do a series with him, and Evans, a then 24-year-old actor, asked Lawrence to help him with his writing career. I showed up on the set of House Party 2 where he was shooting, and I brought him a few different scripts. He read it, and the very next day he said, "I had no idea that you were this talented. I'm going to make sure that when the show does launch that you are involved somehow." He took me right in. I got hired on the show. Martin had found someone who could help tailor his series, and on August the 27th, 1992, the then new series Martin would premiere on Fox. The series would center around Lawrence, his relationship with his girlfriend, their friends, and a set of unforgettable characters.
This dude, Jerome, was cool too. I say Jerome out! I say Jerome out! Watch him out! Like, you know, haven't we met somewhere before? Like, you feel me? I know that was cringy, but Jerome was cool. Like having like I said, like Jerome, Roscoe, the cop, I forget the cop's name, and then who was somebody? Yes, and then Shanae. Even though that was a little weird, but Shanae, like those are the four that I say were cool that he played. But they were like there was a couple ones that he could have left out, bro. Like they just were not needed.
There's whom in which Martin would play himself. Now, to complete the cast of Martin, Lawrence would bring in...
And another thing, the cast too. People, I know. Comment down below who you think is better, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin. Because here's the thing about Martin. Martin's cast was a lot smaller than the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then they still competed. That's the person why I had Martin. Even though I haven't seen every Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode, I've probably seen way more Martin episodes than I've seen a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had a bigger cast. You know what I'm saying? Martin had like really the same people in the show.
Familiar faces, starting with actress Tisha Campbell, who would play the wildly popular
Tisha Campbell was
of Gina, Martin's on-screen
fine
girlfriend
back
and later
then,
fiancée. During an interview with Conan in 1994, Campbell and Martin would explain how they originally connected and how Campbell became Gina. I used to come see Martin perform at comedy clubs in South Central and all over the place in LA. And then we just so happened to get the same gig. We got House Party 1 and House Party 2.
It's cool.
Then I called her and said, I'm doing a show, Martin. Can you come and be my woman? And she said, I don't know. I got a dramatic piece. Then I was crying, trying to audition other women. Then she called and said, wait a minute. God said I should do your show.
Wait, hold on. Then I called her and said, I'm going on the show, Martin. You'll be my woman. And she said, I don't know. I got a dramatic piece. Then I was crying. What? Alright, this video is already getting a little sketchy. Where on earth is this like Like, what does he mean by he was I don't know.
Dramatic piece. Then I was crying, trying to audition other women. Then she called and said, wait a minute. God said I should do your show.
Okay.
Now, to help be the sidekick of Gina and play as a protective homegirl, Campbell's real-life friend Tashina Arnold would fill in as the role of
Tashina
Pam.
was pretty too.
Pam loved Gina, but couldn't stand Martin.
Everybody Hates Chris too,
Martin
man. That was a
Pam
hit.
would
That was
provide
another
some
hit.
of
So
the
I gotta find out why they
funniest
didn't
on-screen
bring back
moments
Everybody
in
Hates
sitcom
Chris.
history. And as far as Martin, of course, he needed his crew. Actor Carl Payne, who previously starred in a recurring role on The Cosby Show, will entertain TV audiences as Cole. You know, that one friend who just didn't quite get it. Now, to balance things out, Martin's crew needed someone who was a bit more mild-mannered compared to the unpredictability that others brought on the show. Entered actor Thomas McHale Ford, a working actor out of Long Beach, California, who would play the loved Tommy. Together, the five actors would share the screen and entertain viewers weekly. The chemistry between them was undeniable. Season 1 of Martin ended up being a smash, as it would average 11.4 million viewers according to the Nielsen ratings, and as the show moved on, Martin's career would grow even more. In 1994, Martin's debut comedy special, You So Crazy, would premiere, and would show how raw Marty Marr could get. In fact, Martin was too raw for some, as he would hit the stage of SNL that same year with an opening monologue that would get him permanently banned from the sketch comedy series.
Wait, what? What?
Now, despite the minor incident at SNL, Martin's career would move right along as he returned to theaters for the 1995 hit Bad Boys opposite of Will Smith. Hollywood was Martin's for the taking. Now, back on set, however, it appears that Martin's new success was getting the best of him. According to a lawsuit filed by Tisha Campbell in 1997,
So boom, this is so I know there was a situation where him and Tisha Campbell weren't getting along. I heard about like she was saying he was too touchy or some shit like in the bedroom. I don't know what was going on because I didn't know what to believe, to be honest, because she went and played another wife role in My Wife and Kids. What? 5-6 years later, so I didn't know what to believe, to be honest. Let's see what this says though. Being used as a pawn in a contract dispute between the actress and HBO. In the complaint, the actress describes an escalating cycle of mistreatment and obsession, starting inexcusably in the show's first season when Lawrence then single, would ask her for dates, but turning unpleasant in the second season when he became increasingly manic and violent. And y'all probably like, this man can't read for nothing. I'm just increasingly manic and volatile, according to the suit, threatening to fire cast and crew members for no apparent reason.
It appears that some trouble on the Martin set had been brewing since his first season. The Washington Post would reveal Campbell's complaint insisted that a then single Martin would constantly ask her for dates.
Oh, he
eventually grew worse by the second season, as Campbell would accuse Martin of becoming increasingly manic and volatile. It was even noted that Martin threatened to fire his cast and crew for no reason.
That's the thing about the show in itself is called Martin, and Martin's the head of that. So now he kind of has power over these people. And I heard him and Cole speaking. He's on the screen. I heard him and Cole didn't really get along. It's crazy how good people can act. Cause I don't know if y'all are aware, but there was a time like people would literally people will post Martin and Tisha Campbell, obviously Martin and Gina as this like, and be like, man, it could be this simple. Like, people used to really think that their relationship, like, they wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we knew it was a TV show, but their acting was just the chemistry was just too good. Everybody. So when it ended after 5 seasons, like, you're like, God damn, bro. It's the same thing with Everybody Hates Chris. You just so mad, like, bro, this is something that should have at least went on six plus seasons, bro.
Now, Martin's problem with his cast was even confirmed by Carl Payne, who played Cole.
Right.
In a 2015 interview with This Is 50, Payne would confirm that he and Martin had a beef behind the scenes. Payne would share that the problems were first sparked by Martin. It's no secret, we had a lot of tense days on the set. I live by a certain code of ethics. I'm from Harlem. We had issues, but he had issues with himself, really. I think he was battling.
But he had issues with herself, really. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I was struggling. Well, I was struggling to read it just because I'm not used to reading shit on camera. But this, I'm not believing anything this said. I want y'all to peep what this says. This video, low key, I'm gonna keep watching it. But look, he says, he quoted, he had issues, but he had issues with herself. Really. I think he was battling his own demons, herself or himself. Like, there's not, maybe if you misspelled himself, I would think, okay, it was real because you just made a typo, even though himself is easy to spell. But you said herself. This quote don't seem reliable, bro. It's kind of sound low-key looking made up, bro.
His own demons. I wish him nothing but the best. I don't think he was in a good place at the time. It was a great place to work. Then it became a not so great place to work.
Cause you
I
wouldn't
keep it professional as much as I can until you step over that line. When you cross that line and come to me in a way I can't sleep at night or feel like you're threatening me, it's a different story. I think that's what happened. We were all like family fights sometime. In an interview in 2018, Tashina Arnold would also confirm that Martin's fame was interfering with his relationship with the cast. Unfortunately, show business at a certain point in his life got the best of him. And when that happens, you see it happening. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Now, that's facts. I watched that video. That's facts. That's facts. That is what she said. Definitely. I didn't watch it in 2018, but I definitely watched it a couple years later. That is definitely facts. But I knew him and Cole had an issue. You know what I'm saying? And I knew about the whole shit with Gina, kind of, but I just never really was sure, like I said, if it was true or not. Because a lot of it's like it just be hard to know what's real and what's not real. But let's keep going, because maybe they're gonna be able to tell us something.
Back in front of cameras, however, Martin and Tisha were an example of relationship goals for many. The charismatic and witty boyfriend with a beautiful girlfriend who had a promising career. Their on-screen chemistry was so strong that many suspected the two to be an actual relationship.
Bro, I swear. I literally was saying that like the chemistry was too good. And I heard Tashina Arnold had a man at the time. The chemistry with them was way too good. Like, that's why it sucks that it ended how it ended. Because I heard that's why season 5 season 5 is hard for me. I can't watch season 5. I could probably watch maybe 6 episodes. I can't watch the whole season 5. I can't. You know why? Because, bro, I heard, like, she didn't even want to be in the same room with bruh. I don't know the specifics. Like I said, I haven't watched this video yet, but like I just heard that shit and I'm like, damn, bro, no wonder why season 5 was weak. But not weak, but it just wasn't the same. But you really thought that they was in a real. That's how good the chemistry was. Like, I don't know how I don't know how her man watched her be on set with Martin, even though he know what he get himself into. She's an actor, but shit, you ain't wrong for not wanting to date someone who's gonna be doing bedroom scenes and shit like that. You ain't wrong. I know a lot of girls who said they not dating no man doing that. I'm just being real, bro.
But that wasn't the case. Martin was married, and Tisha was in a committed relationship with actor Dwayne Martin. According to Campbell,
Oh, they were both actors. Okay, so never mind. If you gonna date an actor, they both do. It's the same shit. It's fair game. Never mind.
things with Martin grew even worse. Campbell would allege that Martin groped her, forced his tongue in her mouth, and simulated intercourse with her on the set in front of the cast and crew.
Like I said, I heard. That's why I said in the beginning. I heard it was. She said he was doing extra stuff in the bedroom scenes, but I never knew how true it was. Damn, bro. I don't know.
Martin's fame was getting the best of him, and in 1996, the public would find out that Martin was spiraling out of control. In 1996, while filming Nothing to Lose, an assistant would report to Martin's then wife that Lawrence was having trouble remembering his lines and was laughing hysterically for no reason and couldn't stop. According to a declaration filed by Lawrence's wife, Lawrence was sent home by the film's director, but wouldn't show up home until 5 that morning. The declaration would continue to reveal that Lawrence got up around 8 or 9 that morning, wanting to wash his car. He would go to the car wash with a gun in his pocket, in which he would then wander to an intersection in Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles. According to a witness, Lawrence could be heard yelling, "Fight the power, don't give up." He would end up getting arrested for brandishing.
That's the thing about Hollywood actors, all that, bro. It's very rare. Like, you're gonna run into some problems. You know, you're gonna run into certain issues, and it's very rare. That's why they say they don't want young people in the acting and all this extra. They don't want that because you already going. There's certain stuff that just come with it, bro. The Hollywood, the fame gets to you, and they want you to be a normal kid because he's doing this as an adult. Imagine what the kids do before they even reach adulthood. He's did this as an adult, bro. That's why, like me, I wouldn't even really want. You want to do this? Like, you don't want to be a regular kid, you know?
His gun and was taken to the hospital. A doctor of Cedar-Sinai Hospital would announce that the young star was suffering from exhaustion and dehydration. A toxicology report would also reveal that no drugs were in Lawrence's system. Martin would rest for 2 days and would return back to the set of Nothing to Lose like nothing happened. Now, months later in September, Martin would go back to filming to give his viewers its 5th season. But this would be a stopping point for Martin's main co-star, Tisha Campbell, as it appears that some of Martin's antics would continue. According to Campbell's suit against Lawrence and the show's producers, Campbell alleges that Martin was out of control and that she would storm off the set feeling terrified and concerned for her safety. HBO would follow up with a temporary restraining order against Campbell to try to force her to return to the series. Now, behind the scenes, writers would adjust Martin's storyline with Gina missing a romantic voyage with Martin. In a recent interview with Comedy Hype, actor...
Bro, that's why I said it's so hard to watch season 5, bro. It's extremely hard, bro, because I know somewhat of this, and it's just like, I don't know. Obviously this is all dead because they've linked up plenty of times since the last season of Martin. They've talked. They actually recently linked up, I think, in 2023 or some shit, like, or beginning of something where they were doing some type, not a reboot, but doing some type of something with the show Martin. I don't know what it is exactly. So this has obviously been dead, but I never really it just sucks how something so dope, you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes, like people not getting along. And that just says how good of actors these people were.
Reginald Ballard, who played Brumman on the series, would confirm that the bad energy of season 5 could be felt.
Yeah, man. You know, I really didn't do that much on the last episode, man, because it really wasn't an audience there, you know, because of the tension. Wow. And I mean, it wasn't a live audience in the studio. Yeah, so it was kind of, you know, tense around the set and stuff, man. So the last season, I don't think I did any episodes.
Some time will go by, but eventually Campbell and the producers would come to an agreement that she would finish out the show, but under one condition. She'll film all of her scenes without Martin and wanted to make sure they would no longer interact with one another. With Martin's main co-star no longer wanting to deal with him and dealing with a series of incidents off screen, Martin's love show could no longer move forward. Ratings for the series were slipping. Season 5 looks to be when it was time to pull the plug. And like that, Martin came to an end. But this story is not over. Martin's cast would move forward with their own careers after the show. However, in 2016, Thomas Ford would end up passing due to complications after an aneurysm in his abdomen ruptured. Now, interesting enough, Tommy's funeral would appear to be the first time the cast would get back together in years. The funeral seemed to have served as a bridge for Tommy's former castmates to reconnect. Now, fast forward to 2018, Lawrence was surprisingly caught out with former co-stars Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell by TMZ. Their outing together would immediately spark rumors that the cast of Martin was getting back together. A picture would later hit social media with Martin reuniting with Carl Payne, showing they also had put their differences to the side, adding to reunion talks. Now, according to an interview with Payne in January 2019, the rumors of the Martin cast wanting to reunite was true, but out of respect for Tommy and the show's legacy, they wanted to create something new. The gang is going to get back together. We do a show, but it won't be a reboot because we all collectively felt it won't be the same without Tommy.
Smart. Very, very smart. 'Cause a lot of people do reboots of shows, like, bro, from cartoon shows, anime, whatever. Ben 10, bro, after Ultimate Alien, should have just left it alone. Because that shit after that, Ben 10 Omniverse shit was trash. There's so many, what other sitcoms? Tyler Perry House of Pain, trash. It's just, just leave it alone at what it was, bro. Fortunately, it ended how it ended, but it's still, even with season 5, it still goes down as the greatest show ever and greatest sitcom.
Don't want to mess up that legacy, but we can create a new one, but keep that same team. As of now, the cast of Martin has yet to reveal any more updates regarding a possible project together. But let's talk about it more in the comments below. Should they drop a Martin reboot, movie, a new series like Payne Revealed, do a one-time reunion show, or simply leave it alone? Many will agree that Martin was a special show, and despite its unfortunate behind-the-scenes drama, it still sets the bar high for many sitcoms to come. Classics don't always happen.
I don't know. What y'all think? No reboot, definitely. You could do a little reunion thing. That's cool, but everything ain't gonna feel the same without Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. But anyways, if y'all like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you're new. Make sure to smash the like button, bro. Come on, what are you doing? Follow me on Instagram and DM me or comment down videos you want me to react to next. Rest in peace to Kari X, my grandma, and I'm gone.